What is going on, TSG? Welcome back to the channel. Gibbon back on TSG again with another video. First and foremost, I want to give a big shout out to Thunder. Thank you for allowing me to post this Lawbreakers Beta gameplay to give you my sort of impressions and thoughts and background information and all that kind of good stuff. Appreciate what you do for the community and appreciate the variety that you bring into TSG as well, so big up to Thunder. And also as well, if you can hear the music in the background, big up to Mr. Tracky, who if you do need copyright free music, shameless plug going on but I don't care, check out Mr. Tracky's channel. There'll be hopefully a link in the description down below, which you can find some copyright free music there if you want to put that onto your gameplays, just to make sure that you don't get them copyright strikes and the YouTube bitches don't try and take all them monies off you. Anyways, into the video at hand. What you're watching in the background, as I said, is some Lawbreakers, some beta gameplay, some of the closed beta gameplay, and to give you a little bit of background, you probably already know. Interesting fact, Lawbreakers was actually previously known under a codename of Blue Streak. Effectively, as you can see, it's a first-person shooter, and it's a futuristic, balls to the wall, bouncing all over the place, sub-zero gravity shooter. And effectively, there's two teams that you have. There is the Law team and there is also the Breakers team, so you'll either be on one or the other, and then you have a range of characters that you can actually choose from. So you have Assassin, you have Battle Medic, you have an Enforcer, Gunslinger, Harrier, Juggernaut, Titan and Vanguard. So both those sets of characters are on each side, so on the Law side and on the Breakers side, and it's about trying to find a team composition. Now, people have made the mistake of trying to compare this game to Overwatch. It is nothing like Overwatch at all. I'm going to say that now. There are varying game modes that you can play. In the background you're watching the uplink version, which you're probably quite familiar with because you've seen that on Call of Duty. There is kind of like a domination or a variation of domination mode. There is an overcharge or charging mode, which is where you have to get a battery and charge it up, and there's a couple of other gameplays as well. I didn't get to play every single one that was available, but I had a good couple of hours on it and a good couple of tries and goes just to see what I think. And I'm playing with the Wraith because I just found that suited my style a little bit more in terms of the way that you can sort of bounce around and that you can play. The one thing that I will say that I did find sort of slightly frustrating with playing this is that I know it was a closed beta, so there weren't loads and loads of people playing, but I found it really hard to get into games, to the point where on one session that I played, I actually had to go and play. Now, I'm from the UK, obviously. I had to go and play on West Coast servers, so it meant that my ping was sat at a nice little round healthy 200 ping. And I don't know how it kind of fared on PC, whether or not it was better. My own personal opinion is that I actually think this game will be more popular on PC than what it will be on console. My overall impressions of the game as I tried to play it were that it was quite good. It was quite good fun to play. Obviously, you've got your varying characters. I've got an automatic pistol here, or there's auto rifles, there's a shotgun, there's like a Gatling gun that you can use as well that are specific to the character that you're actually playing. There's obviously the anti-gravity movements that you've got and that you can see in the background as well. And if I'm honest, from the anti-gravity point of view, I expected it to be a little bit quicker, a little bit more fly by the seat of your pants kind of thing. I didn't feel like I was in control of the situation. It felt more like the game was doing it for me more than me actually, or some form of skill of me getting out of it and doing it. In terms of the gunfire as well, I kind of felt like there are some balancing issues with the guns. Like for me, there is no way that a pistol like that I'm using in the background should outgun somebody with an AR at medium range, and that did seem to happen quite a lot. The ultimate abilities or the ult abilities or the special abilities, whatever you want to call them, I didn't feel like they contributed enough to the game. And I suppose that's kind of like the big difference between this and Overwatch, where an ult can really define what happens either in a gunfight or at a particular point in a game. I didn't feel like the ults were that good. My ult as playing as Wraith is that you can slow people down, but unless you're aiming directly at them, it's incredibly difficult to actually sort of slow them down to the point where it makes a huge difference. I didn't feel like the grenades did a lot of damage. I mean, on the Wraith, I've got a trip mine. I didn't feel like that was putting in a lot of damage or doing a lot of work. I mean, for instance, there's Vanguard. Her kind of ultimate is that she can do like a death from above and fly down and slam into the ground. And I don't know, you just feel like it should be more powerful than what it actually is. I didn't feel like I was getting enough bang for my buck, really. I definitely feel, like I said, for me, that it does need to be balanced. I think that the specialist abilities need to have a little bit more about them. Just the gameplay just felt a little bit clunky and a little bit sticky in places. I don't know, I just wanted it to be super fast and super like flying about. I've watched a lot of videos of it on YouTube of all the famous YouTubers that got sent out to play it, and the gameplay just looked amazing. But obviously, you know, you're seeing highly edited versions of it, so it looks completely different to what it actually is. Once you kind of start to get the moves down, like with Wraith, I've got this kind of slide ability where if you slide first and then jump, you kind of boost miles up into the air, which is really good, and it helps when you try to do like what I'm doing here, which is carry the ball back to my point and score. But I just feel like there are quite a few balancing issues going on. Like I said, with it being a beta, it is difficult to be hyper critical of it, but this game's due out on the 8th of August, so they've not got a lot of time to make loads of changes. And I know on the subreddit for it as well, a lot of people in the Discord chat as well, a lot of people were talking about issues with it and complaining that there weren't hotfixes being done, which a lot of other developers would do if there was a beta out for like a week or something like that. It was only out for a short amount of time, 4 or 5 days I think, so it was really difficult to, I suppose, to put any hotfixes in. So hopefully they're going to take a lot of what the community have said on board. But I mean, overall I enjoyed it. I felt like it was something different. I didn't feel like it was too much like anything else. So did you guys manage to play it? Let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. What do you think of the game? Are there things that you'd like to change or different things that you'd like to see? That's going to do it for this one. Thank you for stopping by. If you've enjoyed it, don't forget to sub to the channel. And also, thumbs up. We out of here. Peace!